You can at any time, all of you guys, please adjust the vents above your head, open them, close them, turn them, twist them, do whatever you need to do in order to get the airflow you want. There's one microphone up front, there are two in the back. Does anyone have any questions before we take off?
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet? Sounds good to me. Let's do it. You guys just kick back, relax, enjoy the takeoff. I'll be talking with the air traffic control for the first 5 minutes of the flight, so I'm going to turn the microphones off. I will be back with you as soon as we get out of the airspace.
Charlie 1.
Alrighty, here we go. Microphones are not on quite yet. I mean, give me another few minutes, please. So how's everybody doing after the takeoff? Good? Perfect. Just to let you know, you guys have a couple of souvenir bags up front. There's a few more in the back. Please don't hesitate to use them if you guys have to. Same thing with the microphones. Please use them from this point on at any time of the flight except the last 5 minutes. If you have any questions, you want to say something, talk to each other. Just push that button, talk right in there.
Where are we going first?
First we're going to go right into one of these valleys over here, the West Maui Mountains. So famous, Hawaii. One of the wettest spots on the planet, the West Maui Mountains. 500 inches of rain a year, inaccessible to its most part. So a really, really beautiful place. And we're going to go and check that one out. Unless you don't want to, of course, then we can just keep on going. You see all this water coming out on the walls, and then you see the stream below us. So all this water is just a runoff from the rain. But it rains so much back in here that this would never ever stop flowing. The Wall of Tears, the back of Waihee Valley. And as you come out of the Waihee Valley here, you see the shoreline, the clouds kind of disappear, sunshine almost comes back out again. So much drier along the shore than the back of these valleys.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone.
Theresa and Joe, you guys see a parking lot down here on the left hand side. So this is the parking spot for that trail, that Waihee Ridge trail that goes up to about 2,500 feet or so at the Mendez Ranch, the Boy Scouts camp out here. So people take that quite often, even though the trail is many times in clouds. This is a nice area even if you're not hiking. There's beautiful views from up here. On the right hand side, the Central Valley is full of full of sugarcane. It's all shut down nowadays. So you guys drove towards the airport. I'm sure you saw the old sugarcane fields shut down about 1.5 years ago. After the sea cliffs out here on the left hand side, created by winds and waves. Where are you guys staying? Where's your hotel?
McKenna, surf.
Oh, McKenna Surf down on the south side. A beautiful day down there yesterday. You guys all from Flagstaff or you come from different places?
Us four back here from Orlando.
Oh, from Orlando. From Orlando to Hawaii on a vacation, wow. You guys also a pretty rowdy group. Can hardly get a word in. See, this is how the goods get around there on the island. See the barge out here on the right side, or the fuel barge out there, and this one has some other stuff. So that's how the goods get around the island mainly. There's also a road that goes around the West Maui Mountains. You guys might know, I don't know if you've gotten an opportunity to explore a little bit, but there's one road that goes all the way around the West Maui. It's about a 3-hour drive. Beautiful scenic drive it is.
Talk about the one to Hana?
No, I'm talking about the one around the West Maui Mountains. The one to Hana is exactly on the other side, goes around Haleakala Mountain. Have you been out to Hana?
Me and Theresa have.
What we're about to say. See, we're on a mission. Trying.
Tomorrow might not be the best day to drive out here in the morning anyways, because there's some kind of a running race going on.
Guarantee to spread a little aloha around the world. And I know we can work it out and make this world a better place for you and for me. A-L-O-H-A, a little aloha in our day. Spread a little aloha around the world. A-L-O-H-A.
So people come out here, they walk on a trail. There's a loop trail here coming up on the right hand side. Or they'll see the blowhole, which is a little further down on the right side. Some people drive all the way behind us out towards Kahakuloa, an old Hawaiian fishing village.
Could you imagine all around the world?
You see the red soil around everywhere. The red color comes from a high iron content in the ground. Not just in this area, but all over the island you would see that.
How simple.
The road looks a little bit like the one that goes to Hana. Except the one to Hana goes all the way through the Hana rainforest. Not a whole lot of rainforest around here.
Spread a little bit of aloha. Put a little love in your heart.
There's an old pineapple field straight ahead and on the left hand side. Also shut down, pineapple here on the island. I guess there's 1,000 acres left on the east side. All the other islands though, no more pineapple in Hawaii. West side on the left hand side, Kapalua, Napili, the Ritz-Carlton, the Montage Resort.
Aloha means hello, and aloha means goodbye, and aloha means I love you, and I wanna take it higher. I wanna get high.
Alrighty, let's cross on over the Pailolo Channel to the island of Molokai, the second largest of the 4 islands of Maui County. About 7,000 people live over there. Very traditional place it is. People are mainly farmers and fishermen, cattle ranchers and hunters as they hunt goats and pigs and deer. Molokai also referred to as the most Hawaiian of all the islands, the largest population of Hawaiians with at least 50% of Hawaiian blood supposed to live right over there. Also, the birthplace of hula. World famous Hawaiian dance started on Molokai too.
Aloha around the world. A-L-O-H-A, aloha in our day. Spread a little aloha around the world.
So what are we going to be doing over here in Molokai? Going to go on shore in the northeastern corner, back into a valley, show you some nice waterfalls out towards the north side of the island with the tallest sea cliffs in the world, and we come down to the south side for some reefs and fish ponds, back over to the west side of Maui for some nice beaches, and yeah, just before we run out of fuel, make it back to the airport. That's the plan.
Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. When you're on a holiday, you can't find the words to say all the things that come to you, and I wanna feel it too. On an island in the sun, we'll be playing and having fun, and it makes me feel so fine I can't control my brain. Hip, hip.
I see the rock formation off our nose. People call it Turtle Rock. I think it looks like a turtle from the air. The small rock being the head of the turtle sticking out of the waters. The waters around the rock, a hammerhead breeding area. So there's tons of sharks around here. Every so often, the scuba diving trips would come out here, I think 3 times a week from Lahaina, and they take a good look at these hammerheads. I really don't know why people do that, but they do.
We'll be playing and having fun, and it makes me feel so fine I can't control my brain. We'll run away together, we'll spend some time forever, we'll never feel that anymore.
Oh, seems like they're out here this morning already. The divers. Oh, that can't be. It's only 8 o'clock. Nobody dives with the sharks before 9.
On an island in the sun, we'll be playing and having fun, and it makes me feel so fine I can't control my brain.
Alright, let's cross on over the Murphy's Ranch into the back of the valley. Privately owned cattle ranch out here.
Are there paved roads here?
Yeah, one of them, right below us here. This is the main road on the island, goes halfway around. Most of the people live on the left-hand side, on the south side. We'll see a little later.
Kamakani ho ko ike ka inu vai o ka vai no ia e pono ka vai kaulana ka ko aloha ka mea nui he makana.
The oldest community in Hawaii here on the right hand side called Halava. 1500 years old. First people came over here from the Marquesas Islands in the South Pacific. People have been living down in this valley ever since.
Ha'aheu ka hauhi ka mauna ka hiko I ka o kana hele ke ka oi mai nehi liri no I ka o no he ke kuahi ko aloha ka mea nui he makana na ka puwai ko aloha ka mea nui he makana na ka puwai.
I hope everybody got a nice view of the waterfalls in the back of this valley. I'm heading out towards North Shore. Check this out. We're going to be doing one big old turn here in just a second, so everybody should get a beautiful view. Big flat area all the way out in the distance called Kalaupapa Peninsula, the leprosy colony in the 1800s. So what happened out in the north shore of Molokai that created this incredible site was a big earthquake about 200,000 years ago. Half of this island broke off into the ocean. So the shoreline on the right hand side used to be about 3 miles out. On the left hand side, the flat spots on the bottom of the cliffs, this is all from landslides. So how's everybody doing? You guys still enjoying the flight? Sounds good to me. Alright, let's hop on over the cliffs and over towards the south side of Molokai. See what's going on over there. Complete different area. Just as beautiful in a very different way. Oh, now it's going to get really relaxing. Hawaiian time.
Where did you pick up flying helicopters?
I started flying helicopters in San Luis Obispo in California 25 years ago. Flew a lot of hang gliders and paragliders before that. I grew up in Austria, in the Alps over there, and I've really not done anything else in my life but flying in different places of the world. I never really had a real job, and it has been a spectacular run for me over the last 20 years here in the United States. And I was up in Alaska flying helicopters up on the ice fields for a long time. And I flew in Southern California, in San Diego on a power line project. I flew a medical helicopter over in Arizona. Flew a mountain rescue helicopter for quite a few years up in Colorado in the Rocky Mountains. But then again, most of my time was spent here on Maui, which has been my home base for 22 years. And especially over here, you know, you're always surrounded by happy people. That makes perfect sense to me too. When people come to Hawaii on a vacation and have all different kinds of reasons why they come over here, anniversary or honeymoon or whatever it is. So they're already in pretty good spirits before we even take off, and then show them a couple of nice things and they get even in better spirits. And the weather's bad, we don't go anywhere. Besides that, my cubicle is really nice too with all these windows around here, and the door never opens up and the boss comes in and tells me what to do. So, yeah. I think I'm going to do this for another 20 years.
Blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of...
As we come down to the south side of Molokai now, you'll see the reef coming up 23 miles long. Also see these rock walls built out into the ocean. These are Hawaiian fish ponds, built about 700 years ago. Fishermen figured out they built these rock walls. The water comes in with the tides, washes the fish across, water moves back out with the tides, fish get stuck inside. 58 Royal Hawaiian fish ponds, south side of Molokai.
See friends shaking hands singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
You see now, if you look the left hand side, and you can see how this works with these fish ponds. See how the outside of the fish pond and the inside is not, the water is not connected, right? So this would be the time now when the fishermen would jump in and try to catch the fish, right? Then when the tide comes in, then you wouldn't even see the rock wall anymore. It would be completely submerged.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I
From our present position, you can see the 4 islands of Maui County now, as we have, of course, Molokai behind us. Lanai on the right side, about 2,000 people live over there. Still a ferry boat going back and forth, so people go there to scuba dive and snorkel, play golf. Straight ahead of us, the island of Kaho'olawe, used as a bombing target area from the late 40s up to the early 90s by U.S. military. They cleaned it up, gave it back. On the left-hand side, of course, the beautiful island of Maui. Maui no Koe, West Maui Mountains right there. Hotel areas. Again, everything is going to change. Hotels and bars and restaurants and shopping and all different kinds of activities over there on the west side compared to the south side of Molokai, where life takes place pretty quiet and peaceful. The waters around the 4 islands, or in between, I should say, the humpback whale sanctuary, as you guys might know. Humpbacks come over here from Alaska every winter by the thousands. 14,000 humpback whales show up here, give birth to their little ones in the calm and warm waters around Maui. I'm going to go back out to Alaska in April or so.
Horizon has been defeated by the pirates of the new age. Alien casinos. Well, maybe it's just time to say that things can go bad.
There's a trippy camera. My gosh. Oh my god, there's something coming out.
The trouble
But that's funny. I haven't seen such a thing in about 30 years.
Now I have to wait for it to develop.
complications.
Nice.
Strings between the cans. But no prints can come from fingers if machines become our hands. And then our feet become the wheels. And then the wheels become the cars. And then the rigs begin to drill until the drilling goes too far. Things can go bad and make you wanna run away. But as we grow older, the horizon begins to fade, 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 fade away. But thingamajigsaw puzzle, anger, don't you step too close. 'Cause people are lonely and only animals with fancy shoes. And hallelujah zigzag nothing, and misery is on the loose. 'Cause people are lonely and only animals with too many tools that can build all the junk that we sell. Ah, sometime, man, make you wanna yell that things can go bad.
You see now we're going to cross the wind line out here. All of a sudden all the white caps go away. The winds in Hawaii come from the east, which is out on our left-hand side. And the West Maui Mountains block all the strong winds off here in this area. That's where they built all the hotels here, of course. A nice and calm, beautiful beach they turned out to be here on the west side of Maui.
Fade, 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 fade.
So the hotels out here on this side, the Hyatt Regency, the Kaanapaliali'i, the Westin, the Marriott, the Sheraton, the Royal Lahaina. And many, many, many more. And there's still a little turn over here at the beach, so you guys can see that too. The Kanapali beach out here.
On the beach in Hawaii. Hey, I wish you were here with me, walking on the beach in Hawaii, playing on the golden sand, looking at the ocean. Now I understand. Love is like the open sea, and I wish you were here with me. On the beach in Hawaii. Since you've been gone away, I think about you every day. Don't you know I miss you much? And you know I need your touch. I'm on a rocky cliff. Oh, I wish you were here with me. On the beach in Hawaii. Hey, a little pocololo, and I say mahalo. Ujjayi breathing, together real feeling.
We're coming up on Lahaina town out here now, the capital here in Hawaii, believe it or not, all the way up to the 1850s. Nowadays, cruise ship destination. We used to be a whalers town too, so the whalers took a break from their whaling action. And at the peak of the whaling industry, there was sometimes about 400 ships right off Lahaina. Can you imagine 400 whaling boats? So, you know, sailors, they're not just reading books day and night, as you can imagine. So it was a pretty rough place at some point. They used the island of Kaho'olawe as a prison those days. They eventually got too much, and they built the prison out here in Lahaina. Still there. The smokestack in the middle of Lahaina town, the old sugar mill. So the fields from here down southbound used to be sugarcane fields, but the mill out here shut down, I want to say, just about 15 years ago. When I first came here, this was all still green and sugary and all that good stuff. There's a famous surf spot out here. See a bunch of surfers off the harbor called The Wall. The surf spot is called The Wall. Wow, the tide is out all the way today. Incredible. The reef is exposed everywhere. I'm going to fly a little further down the right, the little turn so you guys can see another reef out there. Then we come around the south corner of the island, the southwest corner, I should say.
There's no place I'd rather be, lingering in the ocean blue. I'd surf till the sun sets beyond the horizon.
What are all these people doing out here?
Flying by on the Hawaiian road.
Kayaking adventure. Maybe they're looking for some humpback whales. I wonder if they know that they're not coming back until December.
La la la, ita la na na.
The docking station straight ahead of us of the submarine out here. The Atlantis is already out here, as you can see. So they have this transfer boat that goes back and forth, brings the people out here that crawl in there, and then they go on their dives down to, I think, 125 feet or so.
Till the sun sets beyond the horizon.
Not for me, though. This is a little claustrophobic in there. If you open up the window, there should be air coming in and not water. But that's my personal problem now. I'll get over it at some point, probably. Lots of water out here. The surf is going all the way down the coastline, so this is going to be a busy, busy weekend coming up, it seems. That's always fun too here in Hawaii, right? Surf's up and business shut down because there's no workers anymore. Everybody's on the beach. Like a powder day in Colorado on Flagstaff. To see how much dry is on this side of the island now. It's incredible. Remember that valley we flew in? It's just on the other side. Just 4 miles away. Shoreline sees 5 inches of rain right here. The back of the valley see 500. A couple of miles. It's pretty trippy. Brand new bypass road they have out here. Just opened up a couple of weeks back. The road along the shoreline behind us used to get washed out all the time, so the big surf, so people got stuck out there in Lahaina. Couldn't make it back to the airport anymore, missed their flights. Not that it's the worst thing in the world that can happen to you if you get stuck on Maui, but I guess there's people that have sometimes something else to do. I see the surfers on the right side now too.
Flying by on the Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Maybe a couple of bumps as we come around the south side of the island. And as we come around the corner, we over the next few minutes going to enter the airspace of the Kahului airport as well, so I'm going to have to turn these microphones off. The last part of the flight, talk to the air traffic controller, which shouldn't stop you from enjoying the last part of this flight. Before I do that though, I want to take the chance to thank you guys very much for flying Blue Hawaiian helicopters today. I certainly hope you enjoyed the flight. If you want to take a picture in front of the aircraft, please let our ground crew know. They'd be more than happy to do so for you, of course. We also have a guest book inside the building. Leave your comments if you want to. Enjoy the rest of your stay here on Maui. You guys have a wonderful weekend. And thank you very much again.
Through all the strife, I hear its music ring. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest loudly roars? I hear the truth it liveth, and though the darkness round me close, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging, since love is Lord of heaven and earth. How can I keep from when tyrants tremble in their fear, and hear their
Look out in the distance, it's 12 o'clock. You see the ridgeline of Haleakala, and then in the very distance is another mountain out there. See that one? So this is the Mauna Kea mountain on the big island of Hawaii. The big island is the one where the volcano is going off really wild right now. You see all the haze out there too, so this is all from that volcano.
in prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are waving, when friends by
to our left.
And as we land down here at the airport, in just a minute the ground crew will come out to open up the doors for you. Please remain seated until they do that. Also watch your step on the way out. Take it nice and slow. Step into that blue box I'll be pointing out to you.
Upuae he manao I kawe kiu o koke I kanani o kaina o kanoe po ai ai o kalala he aina la I kaua li o ai mea kule aloha never more to say goodbye never more to say goodbye e ho'i mai ana I kahikina I ka la vela vela I ke kai Havana vana I poipu makoloa o ka lala he aina la I kaua li o ai mea nevermore say goodbye.
Here we go, safe back on the ground. The ground crew will open up the doors for you. They want you to step over into that blue box we have straight ahead of us. Thanks again, you guys. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
My pleasure.